Housed in the ancient kingdom of Yu, deep within the towering Kunlun mountains, there was a village no traveler dared to enter. The village, known as Moya, had long been abandoned by ordinary people, left to the shadows and whispers of things unseen. It was said that the village was cursed home to a coven of immortal witches, the Bider or white ghost women, who feasted on human souls. Under the blood womb, the origin of the curse. Centuries ago, during the rule of the Han Dynasty, Moye was a thriving village. The people worshipped the mountain gods, offering sacrifices to ensure good harvests. But one winter, a famine struck. Crops withered, livestock perished, and the villagers were left starving. In desperation, the village elder, a man named Shaorin, sought guidance from a Taoist mystic in the mountains. The mystic warned him that the famine was a test from the gods and that no human should take unnatural means to survive. But the villagers did not listen. One night, a group of starving women, led by Chao Ren's daughter Lianhua, went deep into the mountains, hoping to find food. Instead, they stumbled upon an ancient, forbidden temple hidden beneath the roots of a 1,000-year-old tree. Within the temple, they found a massive stone cauldron inscribed with blood-red symbols. The voice, cold and sweet like poisoned honey, whispered to them from the darkness, "Drink from the cauldron, and you shall never feel hunger again." Desperate, the women drank that. Liquid was thick, dark, and tasted of iron. At first, they felt nothing but warmth spreading through their veins. Then the pain began. Their bodies twisted. Their skin turned pale as frost, and their eyes became endless black voids. They had unknowingly consumed the blood of an ancient demon, forever binding their souls to it. They had become the Bias Day, Inesdoi mortal witches cursed to feed on the flesh and souls of the living. The night of the blood moon. For years, the witches remained in the Ai village. Hidden from the world, they lured travelers into their domain, promising warmth and shelter, only to feast upon them before dawn. Each full moon, their hunger grew unbearable, and they would venture beyond Moye, seeking fresh victims. One fateful autumn during the festival of the blood moon, a wandering monk named Zhang Wei arrived at Moye. Unaware of his dark secret, the witches greeted him kindly, their pale faces masked with warmth. They prepared a grand feast, offering him food and wine laced with a sleeping draught. But Zhang Wei was no ordinary monk. He was a disciple of the Golden Lotus sect, trained in Taoist exorcism. As he raised his cup, he murmured an incantation under his breath, revealing the true forms of the witches before him. Their illusions shattered, exposing their withered, ghastly faces and claws dripping with blood. A terrible shriek echoed through the mountains. The witches attacked, moving faster than shadows, their elongated fingers reaching for his throat. Zhang Wei struck the ground with his staff, summoning golden talismans that ignited into flames. The fire engulfed the witches, their screams shaking the very earth. But they did not die. Instead, their burnt skin peeled away, revealing even more horrifying forms, skeletal beings with hollow eyes, their bodies wrapped in living shadows. Realizing he could not destroy them alone, Zhang Wei retreated and sought help from the immortal sage of Mount Wudang. The sage, an ancient master of Taoist magic, forged the sacred mirror using the soul of a celestial dragon. This mirror, called the Mirror of 10,000 Truths, was said to reveal the true nature of any being and trap it within its reflection. On the next blood moon, Zhang Wei returned to Moye. The witches, sensing his presence, emerged from the mist, their eyes burning with unholy hunger. He raised the sacred mirror, chanting an incantation lost to time. The witches let out unearthly wails as their reflections twisted and contorted. One by one, they were pulled into the mirror, their screams echoing into eternity. The last to be captured was Lianhua, who cursed Zhang Wei with her final breath. The blood moon shall rise again, and when it does, we will return. The fate of Maye, with the witches trapped, the curse on Moye was lifted. The village, however, remained empty, forever haunted by whispers of the past. Zhang Wei took the mirror of 10,000 truths to the highest peak of Mount Wudang, where it was sealed in an unbreakable shrine. Yet some say that on the eve of a blood moon, the wind carries the sound of women weeping through the valleys of Kunlun. Travelers speak of strange figures in white robes wandering the abandoned village, their eyes hollow, their voices calling out for lost souls to join them. And in the darkest corners of ancient scrolls, there are whispers that the seal of the mirror is weakening. The next blood moon approaches, and with it the return